Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Lego Lord of the Rings. Trying to do some cleanup here, so we're going to run through the prologue and get the first thing, the last item and the last object, the last treasure chest, yeah, that's it. And we're going to try and run through this. Ideally, I will be able to get through this one, the Black Rider. I don't need to do the Weathertop, which would be the next level, because I've gotten everything from that, and then the level after that.
With the forging of the great rings.
So I don't see a reason why we should go through the cutscenes yet again a third time. We're gonna just skip, particularly since there's still really a problem. I have the extras on. Obviously, it's just not showing them to me because it's not in this section. So, the way things are going with this is I may very easily, even though I casually read a walkthrough to tell me what I needed to do, I'm not sure I'm going to remember all of it or get it all done. It's pretty obvious that right now there's nothing here. So we're playing as Sam and Frodo because the game defaults you to that. I do still want to like collect studs if possible. So notice how the indicator there wasn't pointing towards what looked like a white treasure chest. So I can use that to my advantage. I also don't want to go crazy here. Mostly I just want to hurry. I suppose I could try to save and exit, but the only way I can use that, I think, would be to quit. So maybe we'll try that as a strategy. That would certainly be a new way of playing for me. But yeah, I may just quit the main menu. That may very easily fit. Aragorn, Sauron with Sauron.
Victory was near.
Skip. So there's a checkpoint. Here we'll save and continue. Where's Sauron versus So I don't want to really take time here. Just want to get through this battle. Since I'm pretty sure... Switch to the other character. I'm pretty sure there's not an object or anything here. But we are looking for the object, so... It's a little infuriating. It's a little infuriating how unhelpful these extras have been as far as finding collectibles. When I have all the extras helping me, I should without a doubt be able to beat a level and get it at 100%. And if I don't, it'd be does someone go at 100%, I'm gonna have to go through the walkthrough just super slowly. And then these last few recordings of this game may just be like multiple attempts at going through levels unless I just give up and get them off screen, which I may do. I think, honestly, yeah, I think that's a smarter move. You've already seen me do this level at least 3 times now. This is the 3rd time. Why should I show you a 4th time? It's never been my goal to make videos that are walkthroughs for 100% completion. I try to do that. I try to have everything on the screen, or most of it. But honestly, if somebody is trying to get all the collectibles, there's a faster, better way of doing it through other videos. That's just not what I'm about. I'm a critic. I criticize the game. Right. So there's the 3rd object. I just totally missed it. Right. That helps. Is there anything here? The only thing left is the last stud, the last treasure chest, which would be pointed out if it was here. And I think I kind of know where it is. So I'm gonna try to run through the section, and unless something shows up, unless I get a marker pointing to, I think it's not here. I still didn't get the achievement for jumping in here as like in the fire as Gadriel. Or Isidore, one of them. So I'll try and do that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything here, so... I don't think I need to destroy these statues actually for the gate to open. I think I just need to fight reset for follow rescue. The trick here is to not hit this, and that's the last one of that. And then I'm going to switch to these 2 characters. I don't think this is the one. I need fall rescue turned off. And then switch to Isidore and fall into the lava. It's making a different sound. But I think, like, once you get here, you just get to the
Cast it
cutscene.
into the fire!
So hopefully I got that achievement. I don't know how to check though, because I have the Steam overlay turned off because it's annoying as all get out. So I won't be certain for that. I also don't need to sit here and watch it collect everything. So they do busts of characters, and I've never seen in a Lego game them do a bust. It seems strange. I have a ridiculous amount of mithril bricks I still need to collect. So one down, and that only took 11 minutes. Good. Well, actually kind of bad, because that means if I start skipping through some other things, I will have to play the levels that I did not research by looking through the walkthrough. I may break this up after 30 minutes, and I think that would probably be a wise move instead of me playing the levels again for a fourth, fifth, or sixth time. Cannot skip this part. We are missing one item and two yeah, I shouldn't use the boxing gloves, they're a waste of time. I should just switch to the Berserker. So, I guess the only thing I really need to do is see if there's a diggable spot here. Since there really isn't, let's see, switch to this guy. I want to get this purple stud. Actually, let's just double check there's not a trick here. I thought there might be some there. Oh well. Alright, so nothing here that we haven't done before. Let's move forward. Let's keep an eye on the foreground. Can't shoot these guys. I have to throw the rocks at them. Anytime there's a dig spot, we'll dig. Probably need to dig anyway. Yeah, I did. Keep an eye on the foreground. Maybe that is one, but then that wouldn't make sense as why it's not being pointed to. There we go. switch to the Berserker. Can't go that way. Can't fall forward. We still have no idea what the object could be. Things are dropping studs like crazy. They stopped dropping studs. So not in that section. It is right here. What in the world? I am gonna have to tap X here. And can't change anything. Let's see. Okay, there is a thing there. Interesting. So we'll throw them through windows each time. We'll just make sure there's not an item. Get that. So there's one more collectible. It almost feels like I should be able to grab his hat. So, is there another window I can throw him towards? There's a doorway. Maybe I could throw him into that. I don't think so. Stone. I can throw him into that. I'm gonna have to really check to see where I can throw him. Let's see. B, aim. I threw him into the chair. Was that the item, though, I would have gotten? If I'd broken the chair?
I gave you the chance of it.
I don't know. I should know. If I was smart and could remember even the simplest thing I read 5 minutes ago, I would know. I guess you might as well save and continue. Let's see, we need one more treasure chest and one more let's see, save and continue. Everything in the foreground. Nice looking. Let's get these plants just in case there's something under the plants. first time we've done that. One of the levels does have an achievement for getting to the top of something or other without being caught by something or other. Something with a beam. That's not very helpful of a description of an achievement, is it? Let's see. I'll double check what it is and put it in the last wrap up. Use a mithril fishing rod here. Let's switch to the elf. Yeah, that's one of them, but that's not the one we haven't done yet. Switch to Sam. Go to this. And hold that. And we don't need to use that again. We've already done that section. I clearly remember doing that. Feels like I'm gonna be done with the level, like rather quickly. Let's see. And how can I be done with the level when there's still one more item to get? Sneak over here. As soon as you walk over here, bees come. Switch back to Sam, dig here. We got that one already. Looking in the foreground. Skip to the section. Alright, so we know we've screwed up. We've screwed up. We had to have screwed up. We totally screwed up. Because there's an item still somewhere. We'll do our best here. So we got that. And the last item, unless there's another section after this point, there's no way we got it. Skip that section, and that's it for the level. And that's the problem. Right there, just no indicator whatsoever that we're supposed to, where those items are. This is such a half-finished game. Obviously what they were going to do is they were going to combine the Lego the Hobbit with this. They were going to put more into it and have like that be one game, much in the same way that Lego Star Wars is the complete saga is 2 games. But let's see if I can find the next one. Next one would be Weathertop. We don't need to do that. And then the next one is, I am not sure. I have no idea really. I think it's this one, but I'm gonna just be honest, I'm not sure, and so I'm just gonna jump into it. I've also don't remember the walkthrough I read last, so any help I would have gotten from this level. It seems like this level I just didn't play, so this may be the second time we've done it. But I'm still gonna skip the credits. If you want to see the cutscenes, yeah, this isn't the right one. If you want to see the skip cutscenes, go watch the beginning. We gotta destroy skeleton. Take a little bit less time. More time on this, not less time. So, yeah, I don't think I've ever played this in free play mode. It means we need to do everything and still look everywhere for items. We stand a decent chance of getting it done. But since I set off an avalanche, does that mean I can do anything different? Well, there must have been a collectible there at some point. Ah, now that makes sense. Is there a statue, skeleton we can kill? I'm having trouble killing the skeleton. Oh, there is an achievement I can do right now too. I can put on the mushroom crown as Aragorn. And I believe that is one thing. Nothing else to it, just it's called Return of the Mushroom King. like we already did that one. Okay, that clears that. Breaks all that. Do I have... Let's see, if I switch to an elf... Where is an elf? I'll switch to Berserker. There's more over here. I don't think I can make that jump out there. Yeah, I don't have to make that jump. Still looking for items, remember. So, leave no stone unturned. There's more up there. Where are these items? I'm really scared to end up missing things. Right. Fire. 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 Switch to Sam to light the fire. Melt these cube pieces. Wait till they bounce together. How am I gonna get up there? Apparently, it looks like I'm gonna have to swing back. So that, and that. Hop over here. How did I miss that? You coming, Gimli? Nope, you're not, because you can't. Switch to Gimli. Switch to Legolas. Switch to the bow with Legolas. go. 3. Wow, only to the 3. You see some more collectibles over there. There's a lot of work to do here. Where are these items? Switch to Sam. It'll work. So we hear this thing going on here. And the only thing I could think of when I'm there is to make a... See, what mithril pieces do we have that makes noise? Like the music horn. See, and that doesn't make any sense either. So let's move on. And there's like nothing down here on the edges. Get to this now. Let's see. Berserker though. Just like that. No items here. There's one up here. Get up here. Hold down Y, switch to nuts. Pull. Get this box out of the way first. Now pull. That's number 5. Nothing there. Not making a great amount of progress very fast. There's number 6. Switch to the Berserker. This might be interesting if the Berserker breaks that's number 7. Switch to Gimli. Gimli with an axe. And then switch to Sam. Here we go. This seems like this is going to take us into a different section. Ah, man. Wish I had more to say. I really did. It seems like we've gotten all the collectibles in this section. It seems like there aren't going to be any items to get at this rate. Let's... Like, there's 3 rocks here. And nothing seems to hide that might be the way back. Shoot all those icicles before we decide to switch this to the bow and arrow. These 2. Go back or do we go forward? One would assume we should go back first. Grow this plant. I'm gonna be a little upset if this turns out to be a mistake. What is this one? This. Oh, it just goes like a full circle there. So, it looks like we're okay. Looks like that was just a long circular path to take. Switch to Gimli. There we go. Let's move on forward. This way. Skip that. Alright, good. So we are now Bill's riding crop with a horse. Let's switch to Berserker, who was right there, okay. Get some fire. Get a rock. Let's switch to Legolas. That's another thing I need to get. They're gone. Barely made that. Let's see, we need to switch to Aragorn. Pick up this and follow. Pick up this and follow. Just don't jump me into the next section. Game. Pick up this and follow. It's like a save and continue section. There we go, good. Luminous stone. So where are we now? We have one more item and 3 more things to get. I guess it only makes sense to work our way back this way and just double check. Horse, follow the studs. This horse is incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. And I was worried that I was gonna run into the 4th level. At this rate. No, not at this rate. I'm not even gonna have time to turn in the items. guess what I need to do is I desperately need to save and continue. And pick up this, throw it here. The doorway is the wrong one. Yeah, that would be the mistake. Like that. Pick up this. This is the right one. I'm pretty sure. Gimli, smash this. Go to here. Smash these. Up. Smash these. Build with this. Push this tree. Come this way. Alright, so all that needed to be done. We're at a good point already. Let's see. Is there something in the water? Like really far forward ahead. We somehow managed to go long here, and we still didn't accomplish everything we wanted to. It's a terrible feeling, I know. Just look up this way. Do I have any wood pieces? No. Do I have any wood pieces? Yes. Here we go. Turn to Sam, start this fire. What do we need? We need 2 more collectibles and 1 more object, and I don't see how we're gonna get those things. We're at 500 million studs. I guess what we're gonna do is let me continue here. Use this. Get up here. I can't even see where I am. What I'm doing. So that's 9. So we got almost all of them. But we're missing 1. We're missing an item. Let's see. Switch to Aragorn here. Let's finish this fight just to make sure there's not another section. How can we be going through all these levels with all the things and still not find everything? Not every, there have been Lego games before where this was the problem. I think part of the deal is a lot of the Lego games I've already played once before, so this is the first time I've played this one. That certainly is an issue on top of it. But it's not fun to be left in the dark. It's not fun to be confused. Remember, this is a kid's game, so kids may not even have access to the internet. Sometimes they may have very restricted access. Oh, that's a cute lost disguise. We got there. Want to switch to Legolas. See if I can get. Nope. Then I want to switch to Gimli. And switch to this guy. Get picked up. And then switch the target to this guy over here. Where's the other leg? I want the other leg. It seems like it's too far away. Get him now. What if I switch to a berserker? Could the berserker perhaps get this? It's kind of surprising what the berserker can and can't hit, and how useful it is as a character. I guess I have to hit this guy now. Take him out. So that was the point at which I was supposed to do it. Okay. No more items or anything. So shoot him in the eye. Skip this cutscene, and that's the end of the level. How can that be the end of the level? I mean, doesn't make a lot of sense. We've somehow managed, though, to get to 3 billion. 3 billion studs. And progress has been made here. So, for those first 3 things, I'm gonna just get the stuff off screen. There's no reason to make this go longer. I have a lot of also quests I need to turn in, so I'm gonna run around and turn those in because all they say is thanks. It's a very bland thanks once you have the items they're looking for. If I run into any red bricks, I'll turn those in on screen, but yeah. So it's been over an hour. We're at 85.4% now. That's the last time I think you'll see me play those levels. I'm gonna do them off screen. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want a link to a walkthrough of the things I missed or just the levels I played in the comments, I guess that would be great and helpful because I'm not being very helpful and the game's not being very helpful. In general, this game has been pretty bad, so I wouldn't recommend people play it at all. It's sad to say that, but it's really where I'm at. If if you want to follow and friend me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.